Okay. Okie dokes, okie dokes. This is Casually Explained. And this is Casually Explained guide to going out. As an extrovert, I love going out. It gives me energy to be around people. A little less during the holiday season because everyone's exasperated and wants to get things over with. But at the very least, it is fun and it's nice. I need to go and get candles. Bro, I had zero time to prepare this year. But hey, you know what? Maybe this is a little guide to figuring out what the fuck to do. All right? So here we go. This video.
This video is sponsored by
KICdude.
We've all heard the expression, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, which is similar to my dating advice, if you're the hottest person in the room, you should go outside. The problem is,
you should go outside. Oh, bro. I'm not hot. I am marginally, and I'll say this right now, marginally above a 5. In my opinion. Whoever wants to take that on, by all means, you can.
Nowadays, the guys have realized that women don't really like you coming up and talking to them in public unless you're above an 8. So if you want to get rejected by a girl, it's way easier to use an app. Nevertheless, whether you...
It's way easier to use an app. Yeah, it is. Very much is. Been on the apps for some time now.
Like it or not, sometimes it's necessary to venture into the real world and do an activity, and I thought I could share what to look for and what dangers you might encounter if you face your social anxiety head on with alcohol and then go out.
Why would you? Okay, that's as an extrovert, I don't fucking get the having to prepare yourself to go outside thing. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Just go outside. It's like no one's gonna like attack you. Social anxiety is a thing, but I don't get it. Someone explain to me I have anxiety about some things, right? I don't get the social anxiety part of it. Okay. All right.
For a night. Starting location. The starting location is always someone's apartment where you can pre-drink or pre-game, as the Americans say, because they clearly don't take it seriously enough. This is the most important stage of going out because it's where you and your friends have a few drinks to loosen up and come up with a game plan for the rest of the night.
That sounds awful. You make horrible decisions when inebriated. What are you talking about?
The game plan is the same this time as it always is, which is getting progressively more drunk and making it up as you go along.
That's why it's a horrible plan to start with. What do you mean?
Once you and your friends have come up with concepts of a plan, it's time to set out on your hero's journey into the harsh, debilitating environment, where you must trek forth for several steps until you get to the Uber. If you live in the north, you'll befriend a nice Indian man who will simply ask you to rate 5-star, and if you're anywhere below the 37th parallel, your driver will say, "No Inglés," and then quiet.
How dare you? How dare you? How absolutely dare you? I used to drive for Uber. And I would use that excuse all the time to not talk to the people in my car because I just wanted to drive. And I was getting fed up with people asking me the same damn questions.
Quietly play Spanish news radio.
Yeah.
Objectives of leaving the starting location: be 2 drinks in. Dangers: everyone is really strict with ID these days, so make sure no one left their identification at home. The first encounter.
Why was he sweating, dog? Huh? Why the fuck was he sweating? Why was he sweating, dog?
Option 1. Happy hour or anything. A lot of really nice restaurants actually have great happy hours because they're hoping you'll come, have a few happy hour drinks and appetizers, create a nice pre-dinner buzz, and then a few people decide to stay for dinner and a $60 bottle of wine.
Yeah. I used to work at a hotel. That's exactly what they fucking want. They want you to be like, "Oh, this atmosphere is so nice. I want to stay here and do the whole night here. How about we do that, guys? Change it up. Anybody? That's what they're hoping for. That's 1,000% what they're hoping for.
Unfortunately, this isn't a Las Vegas casino, and your deception is powerless against me. I will have 5 glasses of sparkling wine and 2 dozen oysters for $35.
Damn, eating the aphrodisiacs like a motherfucker, huh? Okay. I see you, Bo.
Then I'll dip immediately at 5:59 p.m. Even the Jerry Springer of finance would be begging me to spend more money. So prepare to tank the losses on your corporate taxes because I've won before, I've won today, and I will be back to win again.
With your knees shaking, and for some reason, you have a boner. For those of you that don't know, oysters are one of the few natural aphrodisiacs that exist in the world. And eating that many, you definitely, first of all, you'd have a stomach ache. And second, you'd definitely feel the effects.
Objectives: have some food and more drinks to prepare you for the arduous journey ahead. Dangers: many of these restaurants employ attractive waitresses who try to manipulate you for more money with lustful incantations like, "How was your day?" or "Is everything tasting okay?"
Lustful incantations. The siren call of a waiter doing their job, you know.
Do not fall for their siren song and always be the change
fuck.
you want to see. Remember,
I didn't watch this video, I swear.
tipping is a social construct. First encounter option 2, dive bar. Dive bars are pretty much the cheapest option you have for going out, usually on the edge of town and not that busy, but you probably won't find your life partner here unless you're looking to donate one of your kidneys to them real soon. Objectives: cheap drinks and guaranteed free seats. Dangers: you get a glimpse into your future for when your life completely...
If that isn't the fucking truth. Yo, some places be depressing, dog. You go to these places that have like mostly like zero clientele. Yeah. Some guys go there just because they need to relax for a bit. And that relaxing is just, it looks depressing. And if you're watching this and you're one of the people that go to those dive bars and you see the people that are coming in and they're like happy, go lucky, young, and, you know, trying to get stuff done, I would say do your best to not look bitter because you've been there, you know? I have a couple of acquaintances that I know, some work colleagues of mine, that they try to keep the old man out as much as possible. They work out, they do everything they can, but you wouldn't know it, right? But the guy I'm talking about, he's approaching 60 and he looks like he's 45. I'm being dead ass. This dude looks good for his age. Like, I'm not like glazing him up or anything. Like, if you looked at him today, this man looks like he is 45, and I'm like, dog, you look great. But he also recognizes that he is no longer that young anymore. And for him, working out is actually a risk now. But he is strong enough to tank it still. I saw his brother. Yo, there couldn't be a more different and more obvious like disparity between two people that I've ever seen. This guy, if you can, keep the old crungy guy out of there. Be more lively. Do more things. Keep the old man out, you know? Obviously it works because the guy that I know, that guy, he's living it up, and he's like, dude, I'm like, dude, you look amazing. He looks 45. I'm not even like being like, oh, glazing him up. Like, legitimately, he looks 45. I won't send a picture or nothing like that. Just know that I'm telling the truth. All right. If you're getting up there in age, or even like now, you want to try, just be the child, basically. As far as what he's told me, be the child of your life and just enjoy and work out and do what you need to do to make sure that youthfulness doesn't leave you, you know? All right.
Completely falls apart. Also, if you lose a bar fight and allergic to peanuts, you will die. The second location is the last moment you can still turn back and abandon the plan, which is seeing if it's going to be an actual night out, or if someone says something cowardly like, "I have work tomorrow," or "I have a wife and kids and need to spend time with them."
Cut your losses. Listen, a plan out, you should have told them, right? I'm going out with the boys. I'm going out with the girls, right? You shouldn't, and I repeat, should not be going out if you haven't had previous calling and understand that you're going to be out, right? It's one of the reasons that I don't tell my parents shit when I'm trying to leave the literal city I live in to go somewhere else like Houston, or like I'm going up to Racine, or I'm going out to San Antonio. I don't tell them anything. Why? Because as soon as I tell them, they make fucking plans every single fucking time. So I don't tell them anymore. This time I will tell them because it's out of the city, out of the fucking state, and I will need to do some things to make sure I don't fucking die. But just to be on the safe side, we got plans, boy. Okay. But yeah, just talk to people, dog. Communication is one of the most important things in any relationship.
This is why the second location has to be where you spend the most on drinks and potentially meet random strangers that will join your party and reinvigorate lost morale into the group. Craft Brew Pub. Now, as someone who's been drinking IPAs for 10 years, you might say, Jamie, I just tried my first IPA and it was terrible. How long until they start tasting good? In my experience, at least 11 years. Type of party member.
11 years. Bruh, what the fuck do you mean? I don't drink at all whatsoever, but people have told me to not drink beer. And if I do drink beer, go with X, and it's always different. X is always different. And I'm like, okay. How about I don't listen to anybody? How about I don't listen to any of y'all and just stick with what I know, which is a mixed drink, a Long Island iced tea, or Long Island sweet tea, which is the variant down here in the South, and then multiple different other things that people have taught me, you know?
Member you might recruit, 30-year-old mustachioed indoor rock climber. He likes music festivals and planning summer road trips in his Kia Sedona, a chill addition to your party, but no special party buff. Chance of success, high. Option 2, cocktail bar.
I did that. When I went to a convention, I accidentally bought a 2-bedroom suite. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know that I bought that. I just pressed the buy room button on the hotel website, and unbeknownst to me, I absolutely I was like, oh, oopsie daisy. But yeah, that's how that worked. I was like, okay, well then in this case, we are absolutely going to be like doing whatever. And then some guy came up, a mooch showed up and didn't have money to even be at the convention, just, I guess, paid for the convention, was in the red, and then decided, you know what, I don't want to go all the way back to my house, because I would have to walk 20 miles. I was like, what are you doing at a convention, in my head? And then the guy that, I picked up a little buddy, and they're like, what are you fucking doing at a convention if you're in the red? Go home. Or it's like, stay here or something. I don't know. Ask anybody. And I'm like, if you need a place to stay, I have an extra bed. But tomorrow's my last night and you're going to have to get out before anything else. And then they're like, okay, cool. I was planning on seeing if I can't plow some bitches. But you seem to be desperately woeful for a friend that can help you. And plus, I really wasn't feeling anybody there. To be honest, it was an adult convention, and it's different. Everyone's way more respectful, and there was none of that intention there. Not even close. It was really, really eye-opening how like adult people can be with the subject matter that people are faced with, But that's a different topic. Yeah, you can have mooches. Just be careful that the person you pick up is in a mooch. My name is KICdude, and I would like for you to subscribe to my channel.
Cocktail bars aren't the best for group outings because they have limited seatings and are usually really busy, but they are a classic date idea for a reason, which is that most girls don't actually know what food is, and so typically live off of iced matcha lattes and small processed bags.
Not the girls I've gone out with. Dude, okay. If you are a lady and you ever want to go out with me, you better fucking eat. If you don't eat, no second date. I'm sorry. I am feeding you. If I go out with you and you are just like popcorning yourself or like taking little bites here and there, I'm sorry. You're not getting a second date. I need to see you eat. All right? I want to know what the fuck I'm getting into. Therefore, you are eating. Okay? Okay.
Of carbohydrates they have stashed in strategic locations to forget about and then
my mom in general. Honestly.
Rediscover throughout the day. Cocktails and bar snacks are basically just an upscale version of this, tricking them into thinking you are capable of providing a better version of their current lifestyle. You unfortunately cannot, as you're paying for the check by letting your car loan go to collection.
Yeah, because cocktail bars are fucking expensive for no reason. One plate there or one sitting there can easily run you $50, buddy. For you. For just you. $120 in one hit, by the way, if you do that.
Type of party member you might recruit, wife. Chance of success, low. Option
low, right? And this is not like, this is me being as practical as possible. You're going to get rejected, dog. This is just the thing. I went out and I went and saw like a movie and there was a lovely lady there. We had a great conversation and I said, hey, listen, I love talking to you. I would love to give you my number. Maybe we can meet up a different time. And they were like, nah, I don't really be dating right now. And I'm like, no problem. And I just left. And the reason I give my number is it gives them all the power, right? They can be like, no, yes. And then if I give them my number, they know that I'm being sincere, right? Don't give me your number. I'm going to give you my number. And then you still have to make the choice of, hey, you can text me still you can text me, right? But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you don't have to do anything in that situation. That's one of the reasons I do it that way. And oftentimes I've only gotten like one or two responses from that. And honestly, then it goes dry because in my experience, women don't know how to text that are trying to like woo somebody. Women don't know how to woo. Like, it's a detriment. Women don't know how to woo. I'm over here busting my balls to try to woo some lady, and then just casual conversation makes them like just dry up, and I'm like, dude, come on, dog, come on. But yeah, that's different. That's a different conversation.
Option 3, natural wine bar. This is what the modern hipster has adopted after moving on from craft beer. We can't afford houses or children, but we can afford houseplants, tattoos, and overpriced dining experiences. If you've ever had the luxury of visiting Europe, you know you can go to any supermarket and buy drinkable wine for €3, or go full top shelf of the supermarket for $5. If you go to Korea or Japan, you can buy a bottle of soju or sake for $1.50, but in North America, you can go to a natural wine bar and spend $90 on fortified kombucha that has a living organism growing inside.
Ugh. Just give me some Prosecco, dog. Oh, dude, I don't drink ever. I don't ever drink, but I only drink on special occasions. I plan on drinking when I go and visit, my friends. I plan on that. This is a special occasion. I'm never drinking like this. All right. It's so dumb. Okay.
Side of it. You might think this is a scam until you see the bottle has a quirky label on it you can post on Instagram for clout, and then you also realize
no, you don't get clout. No one cares.
the bar is filled with hot millennials. Type of party member you might recruit, someone else's wife. Chance of success, medium. The last stop. Deep in your psyche, this is where you knew you were going all along, back when you said, yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. This is the most dangerous part of your journey, and each location option has a drunk boss fight.
Go back home. I'm gonna guess. Go back home, go back to hers, or everyone splits up.
You and your friends have to overcome. In order to conquer the last stop, you and your party has to strategically time your arrival with when your blood alcohol level is reaching a crescendo, as all of these locations require you to be as stupid as possible while still being conscious in order to take on the boss fight. House party. A house party is a
Oh, no, don't do this one. This was the worst one. This is the worst one. Don't go drunk to a house party. You will end up fucked. You will end up super over yourself. You're going to get crossfaded so bad that you will not make it back home.
Prime location for bad late night decision making because there'll be lots of drunk people you don't know, one extremely stressed sober person trying to manage the $20,000 in damage being done to their parents' property.
Yeah. House parties are notorious for things just missing. Missing, by the way. If you ever throw a house party, literally get some movers, rent a freaking thing, move everything out, lock all the bedrooms, and have video cameras. Because if you throw a big enough one, people will break shit. And you don't want that. Also, get rid of the knives. Any sharp objects. Everything goes away. Everything in the locked car. Everything. I've seen too many of them. I've seen too many people get fucking hurt by things that shouldn't hurt people. A lamp. Okay. I remember somebody getting viciously attacked by the back end of a lamp. And it was horrible. Because, like, what? You don't expect to be lightened up by a light. It was so crazy.
And a bunch of frat guys who are probably going to be in the news tomorrow. Boss fight. Not ending up in an ambulance.
Yes.
Option 2. Nightclub. Well, most people...
It's better. It's a better one. Everyone leaves you the fuck alone, to be honest with you. Except if you're a lady.
Find that it's easier to dance the later the night goes on because you're more and more drunk. It also gets a lot harder because the floor gets more and more sticky.
Oh, that is the fucking truth. Oh, bro, you need a new pair of shoes after you go. You need to have some good degreaser. Because, believe it or not, people spill drinks. And the main component of any beer is sugar. It's like breaded sugar, essentially.
It's better to not ask questions on the subject. Boss fight. The 6 double cheeseburgers, 20 nuggets, and Oreo McFlurry you're about to order at McDonald's.
Yes. Yes. Dude, everyone's so fucking hungry afterwards. Oh, dude. McDonald's comes in clutch because 24-hour McDonald's, everyone ends up fucking... Like, it's a second party, essentially.
Option 3. Gay bar. As someone who lives on the West Coast, here we just call them bars, but have you ever been to a gay bar and accidentally made eye contact with someone who was clearly staring directly at you? You're immediately part of the culture, because no matter how quickly you look away, he will be trying to shake your hand in 10 seconds.
Yes. I'm not gay by any stretch of the imagination. People think I'm gay because of the way I speak. I just am very flirty with most of my friends, and it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, I will just flirt with you. Because I think it's a very positive interaction no matter what you do. But yeah, gay people are quick to flirt. And even if they think you're not gay or if they think you are gay, you're just in there. A prime example, I've been to multiple pre-game parties, like what this guy's explaining, that we've just picked up gay men as we have gone. And they're like, you aren't gay? I'm like, nah, I'm very, very straight. They're like, but you're hanging with us. And I'm like, yeah, y'all are a cool time, but I'm not fucking gay. Yeah, they were confused.
Instead of saying, oh, hey man, I'm not gay, I'm just here for a friend's party, in the most masculine straight guy way possible, your brain, having never been in this situation before, will try to be polite and say, oh no, I already have a drink, but thank you.
No, you say, I already have a drink, but thank you, is a wild one.
When he then brings you another drink anyway, and you say, oh my god, I really can't. No, really.
Oh, no. I've seen this before. To be fair, it works on gay guys all the time. Gay men are so susceptible to the get you a drink. I swear, dude.
Really give it to someone else. I mean, okay, if we just have it really fast, but then I have to go back to my friends.
Oh, it's so funny.
This goes about as well as you'd expect because every server at a gay bar learned to make drinks watching Janae from Mahalo.com. Boss fight? Making sure 50 Cent doesn't get the footage.
Topical. Listen. To any gay men out there, y'all move fast. I have seen it. Again, that one troop I was with, I was just chilling in the side cut, and then like I see like people in the gay bar that we were at, I guess, and I was just like in the cut looking at people going up to everyone. Like some of them, you will get a drink. I've seen this. They will get a drink, go to one of them, right? And if they get rejected, they will go to their group of friends, take off their jacket, borrow a jacket, go and get another drink, and then present it to another person. I was like, does that work? And it worked. They went up to some other person in the same group that I guess was drunk enough not to notice, and then they just got along. Maybe they knew what was going on. No clue. Don't know how the gay men work. I just saw it. I thought it was interesting. I was like, huh, okay. Sure, man, sure.
The final boss, the return home.
Yeah.
The final challenge once you have survived another boss fight is to use all of your remaining brain cell to find your bed. The problem is that you're likely extremely dehydrated, can't see anything, and all of your friends have seemingly perished. This is where you need to invoke the one superpower all main characters possess: plot armor. Like in Lord of the Rings, just take one more shot, black out completely, and you will then immediately teleport to some sort of bed.
Okay, I've never been blackout ever. I've just been drunk by accident too. And it's a W. That's only for the Pansley. for the casually explansly.
Usually this will be your own bed the next day, might be the hospital, could be your ex's, sometimes jail, but I can assure
Sometimes jail is a wow.
you it works every time. Except in Japan, don't do it there. At the end of the day, going out was a sacrifice, and you might say that while we managed to lose our money, dignity, wedding rings, and then there was whatever happened at Diddy's, the lesson learned was that just like life, going out wasn't about the journey, it was about how hot the people we met were, and if we'll ever see them again.
No. You will never see those people ever again. I can tell you that right now. People are enigmatic. People are a dime a dozen. And the experiences you have with those people, cherish them. Honestly, just think about like, hey, this was a great time. You're never going to see these people ever again. Maybe you guys shared Instagrams. If you can, absolutely fucking keep talking to these people. But like, for the most part, you will never see them again.
Now, if you never want to see anyone again who might have acquired your phone number, you might want to try our longtime sponsor, Incogni. With their new custom removals plan, if you found your personal information on websites like whitepages.com or any other online database you think the organism inside the natural wine might find you in, you can make a request to the Incogni
natural wine is a scam, bro. It's just wine with a worm in it.
Removal team, and they will work to have it taken down. It doesn't work on removing the club's social media pictures, that was on you. Or if you just gave your number to Jimmy in person, he will be sending you his birding pics. They're actually pretty good, so make sure you support his hobby. Incogni, of course, still offers their regular...
Birding is wild. It's a really interesting hobby that I wish I knew more about, essentially.
Data removal subscription that contacts hundreds of data brokers automatically on your behalf and requests they remove your personal information from their database, which they legally have to do, meaning they can't sell your data to scammers, spammers, and the Indian men in your Instagram comments. Or the Indian men who are politically influencing you on social media.
Oh yeah.
If you'd like to
that came out recently, didn't it?
Give Incogni a try, you can use code CASUALLY at the link in the description for 60% off an annual plan.
Oh! He's got merch too, I guess. Really cool. Hey, that was the video. Not bad, dog. That's a really good ass video. I like it. I like it a lot. The fact that it was like the opposite of how I would have handled the night. I just know this because I'm an extrovert. I can do this night sober, right? I can do all of this sober just because I can tap into the mindset. It's weird that I also had a gay bar experience, but I've also just been the one in the cut, you know? I've also been just there. So that's fun. That's fun to realize. But yeah, that was a great video. Nice one. I like